Here's the brutal truth no one ever told you. When you stop caring, everything starts to fall into place. Not because the world changes, but because you finally stop being the emotional clown in the crowd. Michel de Montaigne saw it coming centuries ago. He wrote, "My life has been full of terrible misfortunes, most of which never happened." We call that anxiety now. Back then, they called it clarity. You try to control everything, your image, your responses, other people's reactions, and in the end, you can't even control your own exhaustion. So here's step one. Say one no a day. Not out of anger, but to relearn your boundaries. Say no to that favor you hate. No to that guilt text you always reply to. No to the edited version of yourself. One no a day, and you'll slowly remember what it feels like to live. The more you try to control, the more it slips away. The more you try to please, the more people walk all over you. The more you crave acceptance, the less you recognize your reflection. It's not a coincidence. It's emotional math. The universe rejects forced presence. You start speaking your mind, declining invites that drain you, leaving conversations that suck the life out of you. And guess what? The world doesn't end. People only back off once they realize you're no longer kneeling. You don't have to be a jerk. You just need to stop asking permission to be yourself. Need a practical test? Next time you catch yourself about to people-please your way into acceptance, pause. Breathe. Ask yourself, is this approval worth my peace? Most of the time, you'll realize you've been selling yourself way too cheap. Because when you stop caring, you start seeing who actually does. Spoiler, it's way fewer people than you thought. You grew up thinking control equals freedom. But real freedom has nothing to do with control. Freedom is this: saying what you mean without a permission slip, speaking without rehearsing it 3 times in your head, looking in the mirror and not cringing at what you see. And that's when things finally start to go right. Not because the world got better, but because you stopped being your own obstacle disguised as being polite. You thought you needed the world's approval, but what you really needed was the guts to say, "Enough. I exist for me now." Want a real-life no that changes everything? Next time someone invites you to a BBQ you can't stand, with people who treat you like a prop and talk nonsense all day, say, "Thanks, but not today." Then go have coffee alone, with dignity. Self-respect doesn't yell. It just knows when to leave the wrong table. Drop a comment. Starting today, I'm flipping the fuck it switch. And if you're up for a real challenge today, say a no you've been too scared to say. Then come back and tell us what happened, or keep smiling on the outside and dying on the inside. Your call, every Friday at 6 p.m. No sugarcoating, no filters. Be the villain in someone else's story, but the hero in your own.